Nigeria's government cannot afford any more mishandlings of Nnamdi Kanu. The safety and security of the country depends on it. This was according to the tweet by Mr. John Campbell. Wonderful people, men and women of good conscience and lovers of freedom all over the globe. We bring you greetings from the desk of Nicky Bobby. This day, the 30th day of July 2022. And today is Saturday to be precise. And we must say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Of course, we wouldn't forget to encourage you. If this is the first time you are visiting our channel, do not hesitate to hit the subscribe button. As well, our greeting goes to our returning subscribers and viewers, those who have been keeping us and who have been supporting this ministry as we continue bringing you hot news as regards to what is happening in Biafra land, what is happening in the Zoological Republic, Africa, and the world. Did you see the clip we played earlier? Yes, before we go ahead with the analysis of John Campbell, let's just visit that tweet and I'll tell you my mind as regards to that. Have you not seen that clip? What the Zoological Republic forces are doing? Where they are so claim those who want to be the president of the Zoological Republic. Have you not seen it? Can you now understand the reason why we say from the beginning that we believe in the restoration of Biafra? We believe in the group that is fighting for the restoration of Biafra. Can you now begin to appreciate why we said that we belong to the school of thought that says Biafra must be restored? This is for only people who are doing their PVC, who want to register it. And what did the zoo government, F00lani zoo government did with their counterparts? The one that Jagaban is leading, because that's what he's known of, touting. That's what Jagaban is known of. Have you not seen it? Combination of their military, their zoological republics, the ESS, their police, civil defense, all of them put together. Then one of this particular motive, they now went and carried away the machine that people are using to register their PVC. Why? To collect their PVC, they said, because if they succeed in collecting the PVC, that they are going to vote in Obi, which means they don't want Obi to be there. They don't even want him to contest. That is the irony of everything. And that is why we started on time shouting that the best thing for our people is to look forward to see how the future looks like if they support Biafra. Envisage what it will turn out to be. Because I feel any Biafran, any woman contesting for Nigerian president, I am not saying that he will not do well. What I'm saying is that it will mean redoubling the efforts of Ndibo, effort of Biafra to start from the beginning again. Because it's not going to last. After 8 years, I ask again, what will happen? If eventually P2B wins or become the president of the zoo and do the magic like he always work out his magic and develop some area of the zoo and restructure the economy of the zoo, what happens after 8 years? We go back to square, not even zero, to square minus 100. This is that. This will go a long way to show you what we are saying from the beginning. And that is where we still stand till tomorrow. Then back to the tweet of Mr. Campbell. Let me repeat it again so that you will understand what he's saying. Nigeria's government cannot afford any more mishandlings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The safety and the security of the country depends on it. Let me break this down. What Mr. John Campbell is saying here is, inasmuch as Biafra has not been actualized, that is the same way different indigenous people in Nigeria will be scattered, running up and down. Do you know why? Because the zoo has no government. It is only Biafra that will be able to put things in perspective. Now today, see what is going on in the north. Hausas and the Fulanis. It's a full-blown war that's going on there. Has the prophecy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not fulfilled? Has it not come to fulfillment when he said, because of the hatred of the Zoological Republic Army and their government, that he will draw them to Biafra land, and then the northern borders will be open for Fulanis from different Sahel region to flood in the zoo, while the zoo soldiers are busy in the Biafra land carrying out the activity. Their Fulani bandits whom they have groomed and raised over the years will be busy there doing the justice for them. Have you seen what is going on? Oh, you don't open the internet? Go to Facebook and see what is going on today. Go to Facebook and see what is going on. That is that. That number one is already done and dusted. That prophecy has come to fulfillment as well. Of course, right now, North, you cannot inhibit in North. And it started extending to the capital of the zoo, Abuja. And Barrister Lawyer Jimako capped it up by mentioning 3 points by which we can hook up to borrow or to lead from the tweets of Mr. Campbell. Barrister Jimako said the infamous extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was first mishandling. Now second, putting him on trial was the second. Refusing him bail despite the Omuahia judgment was the third. Any refusal to release him as was directed by the United Nations will surely open an hornet's nest. And that is that. It will open an hornet's nest, which means the bee will come out from all angles. Yes. So this is that. That's just how they caption it. And it is quite interesting that people of high caliber at the same time are equally reminding the Zoological Republic, the Fulani Zoo government, that the best thing for you is to let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go and let there be Biafra. Because the more you feel you are holding him down, the more you are spoiling things the more. You see how things are going? We are marching forward. Like we said earlier, that we have lots of information to bring to you. Our hands are full of information, events that is taken up in Nigeria, in the Zoological Republic. Now, when I come to here, in Cross River State, a lot is going on there right now. Information on our desk has it that the Fulani Hausa have installed an emir in Calaba. Today, if you go to Calaba, you'll be hearing Emir of Calaba, despite several warnings from Cross River government. Based on what is written here, I will, at the end of the day, I will read this verbatim. You will interpret it by yourself, and I will tell you my own stand and opinion. Fulani Hausa installed Emir in Calaba despite several warnings from Cross River State government. The purported appointment of an emir and the creation of an emirate on Calaba, the Cross River State capital, had drawn the attention of the state government and the people of the state. During the last Salah festival in Calaba, the recently coronated head of the Hausa Fulani community in the state capital, Garba Lawal, younger brother of the deceased one who was addressed and held as the Emir of Calaba and paraded as such. There was increasing social media proclamation of the reported appointments, thereby attracting comment from people who claim the territory of northern Nigeria extends in the Atlantic Ocean. The action received very serious criticism from the local kingmakers, resident traditional chieftains, and politicians. Threatened by the action, the state government summoned the leadership of the Hausa Fulani communities in the states of the governor's office, where they were told in very strong terms to immediately abolish the title and refrain from the plot to create an emirate in Calaba. Addressing the leaders on Tuesday, July 26, 2022, Permanent Secretary of Special Service Governor's Office, Sir Alfred Mbotu, said, On no account should any member of the public address any F00lani leader as Emir in Cross River State. This is not accepted in this state. The state has been known for peace and tranquility, accommodating and uniting all ethnic nationalities who live in the state. The government warned that no leader of the Fulani Hausa community should be addressed as Emir or be seen with palace guards. They also warned that no leader of the F00lani community should be seen with men with sword. The leadership of the F00lani community must report to the state government any illegal activities around its environment. That is what they claim. Like I said, I'm not going to analyze what I read. You interpret it yourself because it's written on a plain grammar in English. No need for interpretation. Here, I want to share my opinion is dependent on the words of Ayade, the governor of Cross River State. Recall that some time ago, just months back, when ESN, we are really sending the headers away from our forests, from our farms, preventing them from destroying our crops. When the southeast and south-south, in other words, the eastern region anywhere, extending to the western region as well, came up with the idea that they are going to abolish open grazing. I think within the south-south and the southeast, it was only Ayade that refused to endorse that particular open grazing bill. He said that he will not sign. Ayade openly addressed and said that the Fulanis are his brothers, that they have been wandering in the bush rearing their cattle centuries back, even before his own father was born, even before he himself was born, that he does not have the authority as a governor to come out and ban them from rearing and destroying crops. Instead, that he will provide another alternative for them that his government is capable of. Ayade faulted all the efforts of other governors, no matter how effective they are, the other governors, because they were keying in the ideology of IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has stated it categorically, clearly, that Fulanis, you cannot come to our farm and destroy our farm with your cattle. Having seen that ESN has jumped into work, the Eastern governors now came up and said, okay, they are enforcing open grazing bill, anti-open grazing bill, so to say. But Ayade said no. He said, Fulani came. We showed you video, though some of you, you can recall, because in the former Nikki Bobby, we showed you the video when the Fulanis from Anambra, from Enugu, from Abia State, from Imo, we are migrating to Cross River. Ayade was open, receiving them with two hands. Come, come, come. Because he joined APC, was thinking that he will get something meaningful. And at that time, at that particular point in time, he saw as military we are dealing with the youth of Cross River State. Why? Because as these cattle we are migrating to Cross River State, the youths, we are really, why are you destroying? Because the cattle we are migrating, going into their farms, destroying all that they have cultivated. The youths came out to prevent them. Then the Nigerian battalion came and lied them down. You saw it. We show you the thing. You see their backs. They beat them blue and black. Ayade was there laughing. He said, no, I cannot stop Fulani. I can't. Let them come. Let them come. We will accommodate them. Now you have seen it. Forget about these things you guys are writing here. The governor of Cross River will not accept this governor. But you have accepted it from the beginning by allowing them to come in drove. You see the mistake our people are making. This thing we are saying to you tomorrow, it is because of the quest for power. That is the problem our young people have, because Ayade is a very young boy, a young man. Let me not use the word boy. He's a very young man. You can see it. Maybe he lacks experience to an extent. That is why even though when the elders advise him, this you are doing, this is where it will land you, he said, no, today what is going on. They have, Fulani has successfully coronated and crowned their emir in Cross River State, in Calaba to be precise, and that is done and dusted. Unless if ESN and IPOB will be able to turn it around tomorrow. Anything less than that, forget it. Forget about it. I'm telling you the truth. This is Ayade. He cannot do anything. Because when Ayade run to meet the mass query in Abuja, bowing down for him, in the bid that he will become the Senate, in the bid that he liaise with them for Fulanis to come and take over Cross River State. All of us saw it. This is what you prized, and this is what you are buying. Ayade, you've seen it. When we are telling you guys these things, you say, no, you Biafrans, we are not. But he speaks Igbo fluently. A lot of area regions in Cross River speaks Igbo. Because they are Igbos. Because they are seeing what Britain did, and the Fulanese telling them, no, these people that are living the other side are not your brothers. They said, yes, okay, we will accept they're not our brothers. And this is what is going on. So I want you to think about it, to ponder over these things we are saying. He brought this thing upon himself. And it will take time to unroot this particular emir. Even though they go low right now, telling them, okay, we've had you, we will not do anything. You know them, the Fulanis will start walking on the ground. And look at the person they call Emir of F00lani, because that is the strategy that Fulanis used to enter people. They call F00lani. Today, look at what is going on in North. Fulanis and Hausa, full-blown war going on in the North. And this one is here in Cross River. Calaba, the capital of Cross River, has been installed the Emir of Calaba. You imagine. Wonderful people. We will continue bringing you more information. Like we said, our hands are filled up today with events and the state of the nation. You will receive them. And you will use your tongue and count your teeth to know what is actually happening in the Zoological Republic. We thank you for listening. And we will continue doing that. We will see you on our next video. And then we must say that it is in Biafra land that all of us have our citizenship, and until Biafra is fully restored, we will not rest.